Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryant Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
Come on, let's go to Mexico.
All right, so here's how it worked. If you were watching on Facebook Live, Kat called out the name of
Juliana Rothstein.
I took any of the calls that came in within the 104-second time frame and put them on hold. I have 3 lines on hold, 2 of which did not come in on time.
And we only had one Juliana Rothstein qualify, so the other ones might be trying to trick us.
I can't tell who's on line 1 right now. All I did was put it on hold.
Okay.
So if this isn't Juliana, then what we do is we reset and we grab another name, and then they have 104 seconds to call. Because I'm not even going to take 2 and 3.
Why?
Because they were in too late. It was past 104 seconds. So only line 1 right now could possibly be a winner of an all-inclusive trip for 2 to the Mexican Mayan Riviera with 104.7 KCLD, JF Cruise Jewelers, and Burst Travel. So I ask you, line 1, what is your name?
This is Juliana Rothstein.
Yeah!
Juliana Rothstein.
Oh, Juliana, we're going to Mexico!
Oh, my gosh.
I can tell from those tears, girl, that you need this trip. Am I right?
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, my God.
What did it feel like sitting here waiting to hear your name, and then when we said it, how nervous were you, and how long did it take you to dial our phone number?
I'm listening on my phone, so it's a little delayed, and my phone was blowing up to talking.
Because it took you 102 seconds, girl.
Yeah, you made it by like 2 seconds. So if I'm understanding you right, you're listening to the app, you hear your name, you go to switch off the app so you can use the phone, and in the meantime, people are texting you like crazy, call KCLD.
Yep.
And you finally said, leave me alone. You got your call through. Now, what happened, and if people are watching on Facebook Live, they realized I just took and put you on hold. We had no idea it was you. What's the feeling of anticipation before we go, hey, what's your name? How are you feeling then?
I'm thinking, oh, my God, I'm late.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, so you won. You qualified with us, by the way. It's 7 a.m. one of these mornings. Who are you bringing? Because we might have forgot.
My husband.
Okay.
How's he going to feel about this? Is he one of those guys that's like, you never win anything on the radio?
I mean, usually when I win, not that it's dumb stuff, but it's, like sillier things. So it's nothing quite this extravagant. Oh, my God, I'm still shaking.
This is so great. What's your husband's name, by the way, so we can start to get to know him a little bit better?
Nathan
and Juliana are going to Mexico with us. I love this.
You're going to have just an amazing time. There's so much to do there, and then there's so little to do there as well. At the same time, it's your vacation. You make it what you want, okay?
I'm so excited.
Okay,
so,
good.
hey, today, you got to start a checklist. What's all going to be on your checklist as far as getting ready for Mexico? The one big thing is passports. You guys good on that, or do we have to hustle?
We got to hustle since I didn't do it after I got married.
All right.
Pay to expedite it so you're not sitting there worried.
Yeah, my wife and I, it was about 3.5 weeks we got ours back, so you should be good on that tip. Okay. There's nothing that is in your husband's past that would prohibit him from getting into Mexico?
Not that he's told me.
Okay, so that's a conversation you guys have to have in the next couple of minutes. Then tell me everything else that's on your mental checklist. Are you somebody that will tan? Will you go to the salon? Will you get your hair done? Do you have to go shopping? What all has to happen before February?
Are you going to smoke hookah with me? Are we going to take tequila shots? These are all very important questions.
Right. You got to get the hair done, nails done.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Juliana.
I ordered a waxing kit off Amazon Prime. I'll let you know how it goes.
There won't be any left, I'll tell you that. So, hey, Juliana,
out of stock.
Congratulations. Happy holidays. I could not be happier for you guys, and I can't wait to have a margarita with you in Mexico.
Looking forward to it.
There is going to be a Karen's concert here in town.
Oh, lovely.
I know you heard that the Karens are going to be singing, right?
Oh, jingle bells, who's jingling bells today? I swear to God, I'm gonna call.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stop filming me, stop filming me. I don't want to go viral. Stop filming me, stop filming me. As I start to spiral, I'm screaming in the parking lot. Put on a mask. I think not stop filming me. Stop filming me. I swear that I'm not a racist. I swear that I'm not a racist. I swear that I'm not a racist. I have a black friend. Deck my Facebook wall with bull. Fa la 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 la.
Wow.
La la. This meme is fake, but I'll still push it. Fa la 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 la. The vaccine will give you rabies. Fa la 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 la. Democrats like eating babies. Fa la 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 la.
Oh, it's the Karens, everybody.
Wow.
So weird.
Weird stuff.
Everybody called me weird. I am weird.
You don't think this is a little weird?
No, I don't think it's weird at all.
Weird news.
All right, now this woman, I get it. You order, you're excited, you're hangry even, but just make sure that you don't have a handgun near you at all.
I'm in line at Wendy's off of Lakeshore, and some dude just shot his gun like 5 times at their box.
From our understanding, she was upset with her order, that it was taking too long, and she had some choice words for the staff. And I know that, people's patience is wearing thin, but pulling out a firearm and firing into a restaurant is never the answer.
Sometimes you just got to wonder.
Y'all ever seen Falling Down with Michael Douglas?
No.
It's an old movie. I think it's got to be from like the late 80s or early 90s, but he's this guy that works in like a think tank or a really high cerebral position, and he just snaps one day.
Yeah.
And it's all about him going across town and dealing with all the seedy underlyings. And like he shoots up a restaurant chain because they moved their breakfast end time from 10:30 to 10, and he couldn't get like breakfast anymore. He shoots the place up.
And
like
he's just lost it.
He just completely snapped. That's exactly what that reminds me of.
All right, well, if you didn't have a goal today, that is one of them. Don't do that. And that is what's weird. So in the last week and a half, this is the second mass firing over Zoom that has happened, which is very impersonable. It is very, I don't know. I don't think it's the right route to go. I think if you have given a company all that you could have.
How else are you going to do this if you have a whole bunch of people working from home? How else are you going to let them go?
Oh. I don't know. It's the way of the world. But this woman found out that she was laid off via Zoom.
After careful and extensive review of all options, the company has made the very difficult decision to eliminate some positions across the home improvement business. Unfortunately, your position has been among those selected for elimination.
Are you guys kidding me? This is unbelievable. This is so disrespectful that you just fired us all over Zoom. Unbelievable. Did you just hear about the guy that fired all his employees over Zoom and told them that they are end of their termination today? It's the same thing. This is wrong. I have never treated a staff person like this. You guys should be ashamed.
Yeah, they're talking about how the boss and the HR department very unprofessional, which, yeah, I guess if you have just like a ton of people, you might not have time to tell each one of them individually, but I think they need, I don't know. It's also the reputation of your company. Do you want to be known as something?
Some companies don't care.
So heartless, but I want to know, over the last year, did you get fired from a job? Not that you couldn't go find a job anywhere right now because everywhere is hiring. But
it's still not always in your chosen profession or what your education lines up with and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, it does. I believe it does. Like, if we were to get fired today, I would be disappointed that we couldn't do our job here anymore. Of course, I got to go find another job.
Right.
But I might not like it this much. Like, a lot of people feel blessed if they're going to a gig they like.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to, while you're in limbo, just have a job. You have bills. You have,
I get it.
Sometimes other people depending on you to make money. The people that just sit there and, like, don't have a job, I'll never understand.
Check this out. Jamie is on line 2. I want to bring her on because she says she got fired for being too hot.
Okay, so that's a lawsuit.
This is interesting. I want to bring her on. And then you, too. Did you lose your job in the last year? And the really cool stories are going to be how you rebounded. Like, what are you doing right now? Are you better? So many times they give you the God opened a window and he closed a door kind of situation. So is that where have you ever heard that before?
It's when one door opens, another one. When one door closes, another one opens.
No, you've never heard the saying when a door closes, God opens a window?
That's not a saying.
You sure it is? Sure it is. Google it right now.
I think you're only half listening in church.
No, Google it right now.
When one door closes, another one opens.
Google God opens a window. Just see what happens. See what the real saying is. Google God opens a window.
God opens a window.
There it is. See the saying? What's the real saying?
When God closes a door, he opens a window, but it's up to you to find it. That sounds made up. This is another Zoom firing. Do you want to play it back if you could? This is the second one in a week and a half where they had a whole bunch of people join, and then they just delivered this news.
After careful and extensive review of all options, the company has made the very difficult decision to eliminate some positions across the home improvement business. Unfortunately, your position has been among those selected for elimination.
Woo! Ouch. And then one of the employees just goes off like, this is not right to do to people. It's fine. Over the last year, a lot of people out of work. Were you fired this year? What happened? What went down? And maybe where you're at now.
Troy, what's good, man? You got fired over the last year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how bad was it? Was it at least personable? Did you get a decent severance, or was it pretty cold?
Oh, yeah, I got a very, very good severance. It got me into a very nice house and 2 brand new vehicles.
Oh, geez. All right.
So you felt financially confident after losing your job that you went and bought a house and a car?
Oh, I was definitely able to from the compensation I received from the company.
Well, that's awesome.
How'd you bounce back? Are you doing okay now? You got a new gig, different line of work? What's the deal?
Yeah, it's about half the money, but I actually like the job.
That's good.
Well, you listen, there is something there, man. And you'll talk to a lot of people who have maybe taken a job for lesser money, but they like it or they like the people a little bit more. And just that, money isn't everything kind of thing is real.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Do you feel like you'll get to a point where you're making the same kind of money eventually and still be twice as happy?
Oh, yeah, eventually, yeah.
Right on, man.
I'm getting there slowly, but it'll take a while, but I'll get back there.
Hey, enjoy the ride. We appreciate you checking in and glad you landed on your feet. I appreciate your time today. Now, Jamie's been waiting for a while, and I want to let her straighten this out because we all kind of got the conception of how this was going to work when she told us that she got fired for being too hot. So what I get, though, is the manager had a crush on you, right? Go from there.
I guess too many of the guests that were at the restaurant I was working at kept making comments on my appearance and how they thought I was attractive.
Oh.
And so he fired me so he didn't have to hear those comments anymore.
Whoa.
And then tried to ask me out on a date because I was no longer his employee.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, he didn't want other people oogling what he felt should be his.
That's crazy.
I just sniff out a lawsuit right there.
How can you fire someone and then ask them out?
I know. Maybe he thought it would be a form of flattery to say, listen, I watched that. I couldn't sit by and watch people look you up and down. I just wanted you so badly. Some girls would be like, that's so nice.
You're right. That's the problem. Some people are like, oh my gosh, he's the sweetest.
I'd be like, excuse me, you put me in this financial situation that is not favorable to me just because you don't want people
looking at me. That's some sociopathic behavior is what that is.
Yeah.
Radio Paparazzi.
All right, so it just got a little out of control when we found out that Big Di is in the Sex and the City reboot because he was on the Peloton, and Peloton's like, whoa. He didn't die because of us. He had an underlying health condition.
To new beginnings.
That's big.
To new beginnings. You look great.
Well, I feel great. Should we take another ride? Life's too short not to.
And just like that, the world was reminded that regular cycling stimulates and improves your heart, lungs, and circulation, reducing your risk of cardiovascular diseases. Cycling strengthens your heart muscles, lowers resting pulse, and reduces blood fat levels. He's alive.
Very much alive.
They get Ryan Reynolds to do it. By the way, the female voice you hear in there is the girl who's the Peloton instructor that's on the screen when he dies.
Oh, really?
They get her to do the commercial for it as well. So I didn't think...
Is she the one that you work out to?
Sometimes, every once in a while, I'll do it. But she's a little... there's some people that are a little too personable. You know what I mean?
So like, you know a lot about her?
They got too much personality, right? I didn't care about your first kiss. I just want to go, man. I just don't.
See, I could get into that. No. If I had a Peloton, I want a Peloton tread. I don't want to ride a bike because it would hurt my butt and my crotch. But I would want a Peloton tread. And I want to hear that stuff. I want to hear people's personal accounts of their first kiss.
It's
That'd
not
be
that
funny.
I don't mind it. I use the Peloton app when I'm running.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it then because I want to take my mind off it. But the cycling part, I'm just like, man, just push me. Like, I don't, with the running, I want to forget I'm running.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, so they get him and Ryan Reynolds to do it, and then this girl, Jess, that was the Peloton instructor. I thought it was pretty witty.
All right, so Kim Kardashian, she's like, hey, do you guys want to go see Dad perform in L.A.? Let me bring you. He's not going to do anything to upset me. So she brought her daughter North and her son Saint, and they go to watch Daddy perform, and then he does this.
I need you back, Kimberly.
How sad and desperate. He is one of the most overrated performers I've ever seen in my life. Like old school Kanye, yes, bring it on. I like that. Now he just doesn't make any sense. He just walks around, he covers up his face, and he's just...
I know people don't want to hear this that hate on him, but I really think he's almost too smart for his own good. You know what I mean? There are a certain amount of people that are just too smart that they can't fit into society, and I think he's kind of a genius.
Well, either way, he is a self-sabotage.
I'm not saying any of this is wrong. I just I think he's probably struggling to find out how he fits into a normal society.
Well, she filed legal documents on Friday to make sure that her name is officially back to Kim Kardashian, and I'm not sure if she's going to change it from KKW Beauty or what she's going to do with that. All right, Dax Shepard, I would not wish this on my worst enemy, but he hiccuped for 50 hours.
I got it at 9 o'clock last night. Oh, my God. That's the time the hiccup started. And they ran from 9 p.m. until all the way in the morning, right? You heard it all night long?
All night long.
And they went away for stretches today. A couple hours in the afternoon. And I want to say there was an hour... an hour of freedom.
Oh, I got anxiety just listening to that. Like, that's one of my worst hated things in life.
Remember that one girl, she hiccuped for like 2.5 years and it would only go away if she ate Subway?
Yeah. I've read up and I've gone down this rabbit hole. A lot of people that for some reason will hiccup for like even days or months are suicidal. Like
I would imagine.
They actually commit suicide because they can't stand it anymore.
Well, he couldn't sleep all night. Can you imagine going just days and days without sleeping and you just go a little loopy?
And then you got everybody on Instagram going, oh, just drink a glass of water.
Yeah,
and you're like,
drink it upside down. Blowing up their candles today, T. Swizzle, Taylor turning 32, Nene Links, Bloop Bloop, Blanc Blanc, 54, and Ted Nugent is 73 today.
You know, it's time for the game we affectionately call No Time to Google. $100 is up for grabs, and Paige has got her eye on that money as caller number 10.
Let's do this.
Paige, what are you doing right now?
Parking.
Parking, and you're going into work, or you're going shopping, or you're just headed home? What's the dealio?
I just dropped the kids off and headed home.
Excellent. So let's cash in. You got no kids to bother you. You can concentrate. And the game is really pretty simple. Kat's going to give you a question. You'll give us a correct answer within 5 seconds to move on. You got to get 3 right, and then we can pay you out. There also is a lifeline. So if you find yourself stuck or not completely confident, then all you got to do is say lifeline, and we'll turn to some music to help you through. Are you ready?
Yep.
Good luck, Miss Paige. The first question is always the easiest, but keep in mind there is no time to Google.
How many wheels does a tricycle have?
3.
That is correct. That's exactly right. You're right. You're totally right.
Sounded like you had to convince yourself of that one, but you're correct.
I really did. I hadn't.
That's all right.
Let's get to question number 2. On your way to $100 from Sylvan Learning Center. The second question, probably middle difficulty, but remember, there is no time to Google.
What is the smallest breed of dog?
Chihuahua.
Is it a Chihuahua cat?
That is correct.
Wow.
That is correct. That's exactly right. You're right. You're totally right.
Watch your mouth.
Dang it. You can't swear.
Sorry.
It's all right. So now everybody else is going to hear something all really fuzzy and googly for the next, let's just say she said shoot, but not shoot. Paige, brace yourself. You still have your lifeline as we enter question number 3. This one's for all the money. $100 cash, but you must remember that there is no time to Google.
Which planet in the Milky Way is the biggest?
The sun?
Oh.
No.
It's just wrong.
You're wrong.
Is it No, the sun isn't a planet. It's Jupiter or Saturn? Which one?
It is Jupiter.
Jupiter. All right.
It is 11.2 times the size of Earth. Isn't that wild?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Watch. Are you serious?
Luckily, her phone broke up right when she was. Yeah.
We got to go.
Paige, I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap the next time you call.
Yeah. Watch it.
You got a mouth like Kat's mother.
I'm going to call your work and do this.
We've got email, we've got email.
A lot of ways for you to get a hold of the show. You call, you text, you DM, or you can drop us an email.
So we got this one from Rachel late last night, and I've been trying to get a hold of her. I assume she is still sleeping. And she says, I have a large blended family. This past weekend, we had a family get-together at my sister-in-law's house. The adults had a discussion about whether or not a cat or a dog makes a great Christmas gift. All the kids in my family want a pet for Christmas. My husband and I, we're just not sure that we should buy them any kind of pet because we think we're going to be the ones stuck taking care of it.
Of course you are. Parent up. That's how it works.
Does a pet make a great holiday gift? And right about now, you see things on fur mamas and daddies Facebook timelines where it's like socks don't get scared when they're lonely and returned. But every year, thousands of abandoned gift puppies and kittens are put down at shelters.
Suddenly Sarah McLachlan's all over your Facebook feed.
It's true. It's like, listen, if you don't feel like your kids are responsible enough, don't get them the dog.
Look in the mirror. Do you see a crappy human being? If you see a crappy human being, don't buy a pet. If you can raise a child, you're going to be okay with that pet. You just have to put in the effort. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a pet.
But just also know your lifestyle. Like, we feel like it would just not be fair. A dog would literally sit at home all day.
A little bit different for us. My wife works from home, and we find a way. I mean, we got 3 kids running all over the place, and
that's the thing. I don't want to find a way. It's just like I don't want a pet.
Don't get a pet.
So don't get me a pet this year.
Too late.
But answer the
turtle's
question.
Getting hungry.
Answer the question for Rachel. Does a pet make a great holiday gift? Maybe you've had an awesome experience. You wrapped a puppy up and put them underneath the Christmas tree. Only do that if it's going to be a matter of seconds and there are air holes. Don't do anything otherwise. But like it turned out well. The kids had a chart and they knew when they were supposed to pick up the poop and all that stuff. It went well for you, but maybe it didn't. Does a pet make a great holiday gift? Let's answer it for Rachel.
I say yes.
We've got email. We've got email. Got email. Got email. We've got email.
All right. This is from Rachel. Got this late last night, and I will read this to you. I have a large blended family. This past weekend, we had a family get-together at my sister-in-law's house. The adults had a discussion about whether or not a cat or dog makes a great Christmas gift. All the kids in my family want a pet for Christmas. My husband and I are not sure because we feel if we buy them any kind of pet, we're going to be the ones stuck taking care of it. The question from Rachel is, does a pet make a great holiday gift? Once again, read the room. Do you have enough children to take responsibility, and are they responsible enough? Carrie said this: the kids and dad will promise to do all the things if you get them a dog. Kids and dads are big fat liars when it comes to this. Mom better get ready to do all the things after the novelty wears off, after the first 48 hours of this precious, fuzzy little bleeper coming to be a part of the family. She said, that's what I said, and I'll say it again.
Jeez.
So
don't hold back. Grace, doggy, kitty, is this a good idea or what?
Well, I got my kid a hamster.
Okay.
And I purposely chose a hamster because I knew that it had a short lifespan.
You killed the hamster?
So, no, it lived longer than it was even supposed to.
Oh, okay.
We did well by that hamster.
Good.
But I didn't choose a dog because they live like 20 years. Hamsters, 2 years, maybe 3 tops.
Very low maintenance. Fill up that little water ball on the side, and they're good to go.
Exactly. And they're nocturnal, so I knew we weren't home all day. It was going to be sleep the whole time. We get home, it wakes up, we have a little fun time. Great.
Yeah.
Not a huge commitment. I purposely chose for that reason.
I had hamsters growing up,
now,
too.
Actually, I'm gonna get him another pet this year. It's been a couple years since we had that hamster, and they want another one. So now we're gonna step it up. I think we're gonna get a lizard.
Okay.
In the cage, doesn't need a whole lot of handling. You don't gotta walk it.
No, but you have to go get it live crickets at PetSmart every single time. And that is it. Trust me, if they fall, that container falls in your car, they go everywhere, and you find them once a month hopping around your car.
Yeah,
from experience, by the way.
Lizard, I want to talk real quick, Grace, about the former hamster and what was his name or her name?
His name was George.
George, yeah.
Nice.
Feeling that. And it's about time to get it.
My kid picked it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What'd you do with the hamster when it died? Did you bury it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Nicole says start with a fish.
It was cute.
Do you feel like you'll ever get to a point where you'll get a dog, like building up that responsibility within your child?
I don't want a dog because I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't like that in your face, all tail waggy. I don't want that.
Same.
So hopefully not.
Grace has got that independent woman streak going in her right now. Like, I don't want a dog up in my face.
I don't. And I feel I feel like a monster when I do go to a friend's house and their dog is like, they're used to the dog acting like that, but I'm not. And I don't want like slime all over me and slobber. That's not cute to me. I don't like that feeling, that smell. So.
And a pet hair that I don't even have a pet, but I'm covered in your pet hair. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Grace, you're the best.
We should be friends
today.
We are friends now.
Okay, good.
Me too?
Nope.
Only you have a dog?
Yeah, I do have a dog and a cat.
Bye. What I was thinking is, sadly, like the people that spend more time with your kids than you do during the week always are the last ones that you buy for the holidays. You're like, oh my God, I didn't get your teacher something. Let's run to Walgreens or Dollar General and pick them up something. I got her a gift. Her name is Miss K. She works at Liam's school. And I got her a Burt's Beeswax gift set. Do you think that's good enough? I feel like during the winter, people need Burt's Bees
Pretty
stuff.
dry around here.
I feel like, I don't know. Do I need to get more? What do teachers really even want? I don't know her. I don't know if she likes coffee, but I feel like you can get more than just coffee at Caribou or Starbucks. I always kind of go that route, but you gave me crap last year. I got his teacher. He had teacher Miss K last year, but I got her those really fancy bookmarks.
Oh, that is
and
so
you were
stupid.
Like, you're so lame.
That is the lamest gift.
They were beautiful, and they came in like this beautiful gift box, and she's like such an avid reader. I'm like, she'll love these.
I want to be grateful for anything anybody would ever get me, but I would be ungrateful for bookmarks.
Well,
I would tell you to suck it, and I'd give them back. That's exactly how I would react if you gave me a bookmark for Christmas. That's exactly how I would.
And I would do that. I want to know, like, I think we should. I think if you're a teacher, you have off today. Like, she's already dealing with Liam forgetting his iPad. I just got a text. Derek had to run back to the house because the place where he plugs it in every single day and is supposed to check. We're trying to build up this responsibility, you know? Like, don't have me
How's that working?
Plug it in and then put it back in your backpack. Obviously, it didn't work today. But you gave Derek a call.
So we're looking for basically what's the perfect gift for a teacher?
What do teachers
an elementary school teacher?
Yeah, what do teachers even want? I know that, like, if you're a middle school or high school teacher, you kind of get hosed because you're one of many that your kid has.
I think you have to make a pretty big impact to be like a favorite to probably get anything at that point, right?
But I think, like, if you want to be a cool parent and your kid only has 5 teachers, do a $5 Caribou gift card per teacher.
You can get a cup of coffee for $5.
Oh, sure you can.
Not the kind you like.
Yeah, maybe.
So our question is, like, what's the best thing to get a teacher if you haven't done it yet? Angie, been teaching. What'd you get?
I have been given a coffee mug that said "World's Greatest Mom."
Oh, you grabbed the wrong one.
Is it had coffee stains in it?
Oh, no way!
I was like, "Thank you, I appreciate this," and let the parents know, "Hey, your child gave me this cup."
So now, who do you blame?
I think it was that kid with a big heart, and before he left, he's like, my mom is so lazy, she didn't get my teacher anything, so I'm going to go grab this mug.
Or, my mom loves this coffee mug so much, I bet my teacher would really love it too.
Yeah.
It said World's Best Mom on it.
That's sweet.
That probably is a sweet kid. And yeah, you probably got to give that back because that probably is mom's favorite gift. So if you're a teacher or you've been in the biz or you found that ultimate gift that teachers love, will you share it with us real quick, please? Talking about the gifts you might want to get your kids teachers.
And every teacher is different. I mean, every person is different. So what do you want? Are you a teacher and you just hope and pray that a kid brings what in for the holidays? or maybe it's been a miss.
Now, Jasmine, I'm being told this has to do with butt problems, so do tell.
I was doing a stint as a preschool teacher.
Okay.
And this little boy came up, and he was so proud of his gift, and he gave it to me, and it was a half-used tube of hemorrhoid.
Oh, my God.
Half-used.
And I'm like, oh, thank you, buddy. That's special. I just actually sent it home with his mom, and she's like, I wondered where that went. I'm like, well, here you go.
Here you go.
Just tell him I kept it. And she's like, okay.
Well, it's a thought that counts, right?
Yeah, she'll say, your kid is a pain in my butt.
Well, I was going to say, like, do the kids know what hemorrhoid cream is? Do they know what Preparation H
Maybe
is?
you thought it was lotion. Here's some lotion.
I see my mama using this all the time, and she smells just like Mrs. B.
Yeah,
that's
gross.
great. So you got a great gift idea. I'd love to get yours.
Radio Paparazzi.
So Kim K, she decided to create one amazing ambiance for her children. They wake up every single morning during the month of December to this. She hired
you, by the way, did this for your child, would they be grateful?
No, but I would be if somebody hired someone to play piano every morning.
They're gonna sneak into my house and play piano every morning to wake me up.
Yeah.
Get a kick in the crotch.
Some might say this is a bit pretentious, but it's like she's employing somebody for the entire month.
Remember that time she bought Kenny G?
She didn't. Kanye did. That is just incredible. If I had the money, hell yeah, I'd be paying people to do stuff like this. I would have people carry my stuff for me everywhere I went. I would be one of those celebs that was like so out of touch with reality because I just had
like
so much money.
You sound like you are right now?
Absolutely. All right, so on Saturday, Megan the Stallion graduated from Texas Southern University with a Bachelor of Science degree in Health Administration.
My grandmother was a teacher. When my mother was still alive, she definitely was pushing me to finish college, so I'm definitely going to do it for those two. I'm projected to graduate 2021. I'll be damned if I don't get this degree.
Most people are motivated by the death of somebody special to them to
promise them they would finish something. Yeah.
Who was the football player? Was it RG3?
No, it was.
No,
it was. He grew up in Minnesota, and then he's played for the Cardinals all those. Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, he had the picture of his mom in the office, and then
that commercial where he calls her. Yeah.
Oh, lump in the throat. But he definitely made good on that promise as well. 50 Cent made fun of Madonna's lingerie photos and kind of apologized. I guess she's not buying it at all. Madonna.
Your apology is fake and it's not valid. An apology is not valid if you don't know what you're apologizing for. What you should be apologizing for is your misogynistic, sexist, ageist behavior and remarks. You are trying to put a limit on when women should be able to feel good about themselves. I forgive you, and I hope that one day you wake up and see a different point of view.
Doesn't she sound different without her fake English
British accent? Yeah.
I literally don't recognize her voice at all. Blowing out their candles today, we have Miss Taylor Swift, a whole 32. Steve Buscemi, I say that because that's how he pronounces it. Buscemi is 64. And Dick Van Dyke, amazing at 96. All right, so I promise I have not been drinking. I was listening to this commercial this morning. I'm like, this is a funny campaign because so many people find themselves in this spot. Here, play this back. This is Budweiser Zero. This is their new brand of beer with no alcohol to avoid any drunk holiday shopping.
Every year, Americans spend $40 billion drunk shopping. With alcohol sales skyrocketing, people are drinking at home more than ever. We encouraged people to think. Do yourself a favor. Don't drink and buy.
So true. And then disable your Amazon Prime account.
I did it 3 times Saturday while we were drinking beer.
It can happen. It is so quick and easy. And then before you know it, those packages start rolling in. I remember I had so much wine one night with my sister. And then I knew that it was back to school shopping time. And Liam was like, I went and got all these jeans tailored because he's short. And so I spent all this money on getting him jeans. He's like, Mom, they only wear shorts and like compression leggings. That's all kids wear nowadays. I'm like, fine. So online, I bought 6 compression leggings and then 7 aviator glasses, which I needed all of them because they were in different colors. So it was a weak wine moment.
Remember when you used to wake up on a Sunday morning and you'd be like, oh my God, who did I text?
Yeah.
Now it's, oh my God, what did I buy?
Exactly. So what have you drunk shopped? When have you drunk shopped and what did you buy?
I'd love for you to call or text and be on the show. Brad, I appreciate your patience. You bought what?
I bought a car when I was drunk.
So how did this even happen?
We were out and I started complaining about my car. So I went home and got online and bought one.
No test drive, nothing.
Wow.
Never seen it. I mean, I saw a picture of it and that was it. So then I tried to cancel it and it had been processed. So I had to wait for the vehicle to send it back to get a refund for it.
Sure.
I was like, are you serious? I mean, mine was only $50,000 for the car.
Only.
It took a while to get the money back, but I was like, at least I didn't end up buying it.
Yeah, I guess.
I appreciate your
That's a lot of paperwork.
So that's what's the dangerous thing about, what is it? Is it Carvana where you can get the car vending machine?
Yeah.
Can you buy one of those online? Can you buy a Carvana car on the internet? Can you buy it on your phone right now?
Sure. And then they bring it on a bed, a truck bed, and bring it to your house. Then you have like 30 days to try it out.
What did you buy while you were a little toasted? The purchases you've made while you might have been a little bit tipsy. Now, Budweiser just released a brand. What is it? Budweiser Zero? Is that what they call it?
Budweiser Zero, which some might say the zero stands for zero fun, but it really does protect you if you like the taste of beer, but you're maybe a recovering alcoholic.
You know
or
what else?
You don't want to get buzzed.
Where else this markets too? I had a friend that was going through a medical procedure and still wanted to go out with us. And he ordered, I think he was really into Mango Cart, makes an NA. And the bar that we were at, they had it. And he's like, nice. Oh, perfect. And he said, my doctor said I can't have alcohol for like a month because I'm going through this, these tests and stuff like that.
But you like the taste.
And he's like, it's just a little bit more social for me. So the reason Budweiser, they're taking it, and marketing it this time of the year to say, hey, don't drink and online shop because it costs you $40 billion a year. So we thought, all right, what'd you buy when you were a little buzzed up? Kat spends money on clothes. I bought a Christmas gift over the and some pint glasses.
Our previous caller bought a $50,000 car. What would be upsetting to me is all of the crap you'd have to do the next day while you have a headache, while you're hungover.
Well, imagine
I don't want to do
being the salesperson too and being like, oh,
commission.
Man, not so much because you were drunk. So what'd you buy? Ellie, what'd you buy while you were drinking?
It wasn't me, it was my husband. So we were out looking at houses, and on the fence, it cost us $220,000. But we went out with the realtor, and he got a little tipsy and signed on the dotted line.
Oh, my God.
So if he was drunk, how did you both end up doing this?
I was like on the fence with the house, and the next day we sold it after 6 months of living there. Just put it that way. I was like, this is ridiculous. You're making me move again.
I feel like that would be really unethical to go out with drunk people as a realtor. I feel like maybe you should make sure that they're of sound mind.
A lot of guys are high functioning drunks. Plus, think about this. You're a realtor.
But you don't have a nose to smell?
Think about this. You're a realtor. The guy and his wife show up and they want to buy a nice house from you.
Yeah.
Are you going to question whether or not this guy's had a couple of beers that day?
We have a lot of realtors that listen. Would you feel comfortable if you were shopping with someone and they just mimosa'd all morning?
The wife
and then
was
like,
sober.
Let's go.
I'd have zero problem.
If you have to have both people sign on the dotted line, I'd say let's meet up tomorrow after you've had some tomato juice and we'll make a better decision.
If one of them is sober, I'm totally fine selling drunk stuff to a couple.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's a moral line to cross there. Yeah, if you are in any business, will you sell stuff to a half-drunk couple if one of them's loaded? I don't think there's any problems with that.
I don't know if I'd sleep well at night. So, season 2 of 60 Days In. Have you seen?
No, I've only seen like 5 and 6,
Oh, my
I think.
God. You got to start from the beginning.
I just don't have the time that you have to watch all this television.
The sewer and the water. I did it in between chores. So I would watch an episode and then I'd go do a bunch of laundry. Yeah. And then I did dishes and I made some awesome General Tso's drumsticks in the crock pot. Ooh. Very good. Anyway, the sewer backs up in the latest episode.
This is in the jail.
Yes. And they're in C-Pod. And these men have to sit there and there's doo-doo just floating around their feet. And then one of the decoys is this massive man named Quentin, and he was a former police officer. So he's in there trying to make sure that he can understand where the disconnect is and whose fault it is that the jail system is corrupt, whatever. And he looks down, he's like, I think some of this stuff is alive. And there were like leeches and there were like poopy mites that were swimming all around the water.
The jail cell is just poop?
In like the day room, everything is backing up. And so the sewer line out on the street was punctured. And so they had to move 300 prisoners to a totally another part of the jail. Didn't give them water for over 30 hours. It was crazy.
Jeez.
These episodes, I'm telling you.
You're hooked. After watching as much as you've watched, though, could you survive?
I say that, but I do a lot of trading. You know, I'd get a lot of money on my books and I would run.
Oh, not
stuff
trading
like
for
that.
love. You would
no,
trade
I
for
wouldn't.
Ramen.
And girls are, they're pretty like tame for the most part.
They're not hooking up with each other?
Oh, there was one on the stairs.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
They get after it, right?
Yeah. I was like, that doesn't even look comfortable. Metal stairs? I don't know. It was weird.
Get a special guest time here in the Playhouse.
Oh, Phil is on. Mexico Phil is what we call him. Now, what is your favorite part of the Party Plane to Paradise?
The way everyone sort of meshes together in that group. I mean, we all sort of different walks of life, and we all come down there for fun and enjoyment, and we all have fun together.
And a lot of people don't believe us that you fit your life into a small knapsack and you don't bring anything else. You just ball up all your stuff and bring down your jorts and you're good to go.
Jorts.
Hey, it's vacation. The more things you bring, the more things you got to worry about.
Oh, look at you. And to be the honorary mayor of Mexico, to have something like that bestowed upon you, you know, how did that feel when you found out that you were now the mayor of this entire country?
Let me tell you something. It's a responsibility, but one I'm willing for.
And speaking of what Kat had mentioned earlier, are we going to see new jean shorts this year from Mexico Phil, or are you still okay with the ones that you've had?
We'll see. I'm going to try to lose a little bit of weight before the trip. I'm down about 25 pounds from where I'm at.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Last time, so.
I am not.
We'll see.
All right, looking forward to sharing a cocktail with you in just a couple of months. So good luck on your fitness journey, and I appreciate you checking in as we prepare to give away another trip to Mexico. Phil, have a great day, buddy.
Hey, I love you guys like a fat kid loves cake. You take care.
All right. Bye, Phil.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryant Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.